See if the stream's going. First and foremost, I'm long fucking hymns. I'm up like 45% right now. Took it on the 60 break. I just sent the tweet out. There, baby. And we're flying. Woo! Rip it! All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's see if the live stream's working. Bang, bang. But go look at my most recent post right now. Go to my most recent post and go look at hymns. Look at the alert set on that chart. Oh, we're fucking ripping hymns. Ah! Oh, we're fucking ripping. All right, hymns is going. Live stream's working on X. Should be working on YouTube as well. Oh my gosh. Man, we talked about this earlier. What a move. Holy shit. I'm about to take another trim. Oh my god. All right, I'm going to take another trim here. I gotta get a screenshot first, and then I trim. All these calls at 360, they're at 550. Oh my god. What the fuck? Let's go. Dude, Hims is flying. Holy shit. 65s are in the money. 65s are in the money. No way. Oh, no, I got the 80s for November. Oh, let's go. Holy shit, dude. All right. So we were talking about this earlier because Hims was in a daily and weekly squeeze. Looks like a giant cup and handle. Dude, I have the before and after as well. I gotta fucking I gotta post it. Jesus Christ. And the weekly was setting up a beautiful candlestick pattern. So I'll see if I can find the other one. I was like, this just looks like a giant cup and handle. It's consolidating here. on the daily. Yeah, that weekly chart on Hims is fucking gnarly. Look. Look at that before and after on Hims. Holy shit. I know you guys can't see here on the stream. I'm over here in the Discord right now. Jesus. 20% on the day right now for this name. I sold majority of the 65s. And then I have runners for the 80s for November. Fucking insane. Still have these Apple calls as well. Waiting for this 250 break. Go to your 15-minute on Apple. All right. Look, volume point of control reclaimed this area right here. Beautiful morning star off the low. Right. Took Apple calls. Also hit the high here, hit the high here, draw the trend line down. Right there. Right there. All right. That's what you like to see. Just fighting the same spot here of the 250. If it breaks over this, it can be a nice move for Apple. So I have calls. They're green, looking for more. See what we can do here. Drop it down to a 5, makes it a little bit more clear. Come on, Apple. Let's get it. Let's do the thing. Let's do the thingy thing. Do the thingy thing. Do the thingy thing. Yo, Weeble has like been slow today. Also, it could be my internet. All right. Small trim Apple. Make sure you lock something in right here. Safety trim. I'm about to send out the alert right now. come on, baby. Oh, I might have the sound down. Is that better? How's the sound now? Is it better for you? Oh, Apple. Can you look at DAL? No. Didn't they just have earnings? They had earnings. Yeah, I'll give you a better one. Look at LUV. I don't want your nudes, A-Rod. Look at LUV. And AAL over 1250. I don't like trading UAL too often. But UAL looks pretty good as well. I mean, look at, all the airlines look pretty decent here. I'll pull them up on the Jumbotron. So, UAL, United Airlines. I mean, this just looks like a giant cup and handle overall. Potential Morningstar right here. So here you go. Yeah, I think LUV is a good one. I don't mind Delta. Delta's not bad for airlines, or is it American? I think it's American actually has the cheaper ones. They're both relatively cheap. So there's UAL, Delta. Look, already got this one set here. All right, American Airlines. Looks like a giant fucking bear flag. Daily is trying to pop over. If we can get over 1250, looks decent. LUV is in like a huge consolidation right now. It looks like it's trying to break out of it. Look at this weekly consolidation that it's in right here. So it looks, if it can get over, like it's right near the top of the range. If it can get over here, it looks pretty decent. Here, I'll put those other for UAL and DAL, I think look pretty good. Nvidia. What's Q's doing? Q's is back at previous day high. IWM looks good. I mean, this market's freaking crazy. Ooh, Nvidia busting it down. Already had this drawn on here. No bueno. It bounced off support and it's trying to reclaim. Look at that. Dude, right off the 4-hour 200. Volume point of control right there on the volume. Look at that. Nice bounce. It would have to honestly go back up and reclaim 182. If it doesn't, it closes down under here. That's not good. No bueno. I can pinpoint this a little bit better right there. So it's right at 180 psych level. It needs to bounce back up and push higher and then go above 182 to save itself. They hit that support down there and they buyer stepped in where they needed to. So definitely interesting. Here intraday, 15 minutes back testing sideways. 5 minutes. Similar to Apple. Similar to the Apple chart. I'm sure if you hit this trend line down, it probably shows the breakout right here and then up here to the resistance from this previous spot. Let's just, for shits and giggles. Oh, wow. Look how that worked. There. And then right here, just resistance here, draw that over, and then that's where it's hitting right there. So, yes. So, broke the structure right here. Boom, looks good for calls. Take it right up here. Safety trim right there. If we can get above that, usually go to 182. Above 182, I think it's very good. Continues to reject right here and comes back down to 178. That's no bueno. No bueno. I can't fucking believe what happened to Hims. Also, I'm up 150% still on the shares I'm still holding. What'd you guys trade today in the chat? Let me know. You green, red, what'd you trade? Apple, Nvidia, SPY, Qs, FSLR, Hims. What'd you trade today? SPX, ES, and your calls. Nice. Yeah, please like and repost the stream on X. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, did Chuck take Hims? I just saw a profit post in the Discord. I saw an alert. Let me see this shit. Look at that. Hims, $60 calls for $28 to $535 for 1,810 bucks. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Yo. Hims added when you mentioned and got paid bigly. Thanks, Casey. You're welcome. Great job. You're the one that pressed the buttons. I just share what I'm doing. Great work. Yeah, I gotta make a post here. Uno momento. All right. Yes, but if you're on X, please do like and repost the stream. Would greatly appreciate it. Look at this When I make a post right now on X, it's going to show this HIMS chart that I sent in the premium Discord earlier, and I was like, I'm going to take HIMS calls if it gets above 60. And look at the chart. That's all I needed to see. That was all I needed to see. All right. So HIMS $65 calls in the money. Fucking insane. Plus $300 per contract gain. And my $80 calls for 1121 are up plus 50%. Selling majority. Oh yeah, hold on. Before and after on my HIMS charts. Below. Post. Bang bang. All right. All right, so now if you go to my X page, you're going to see HIMS. You're going to see the chart from earlier that I sent. Daily chart, rounded bottom, demand zone on the underside, supply zone up above. And I was like, if it goes back up and it breaks 60, I think it's going to rip. Lo and behold, look at the next chart that's over to it. You'll see the big stick that rips straight through 60 and goes straight to the target. Look at the white line that's up at the top near 65. And then the rest of the post where the $65 calls went in the money. And then still in some of these 80s as well. That was an insane move on HIMS. Like, that was an absolutely insane move. You don't need 25K to day trade. You just need a cash account. You don't need 25K to have unlimited day trades. You just need a cash account. If you're using a margin account, you don't need a margin account. If you're trying to get unlimited day trades, just switch it to a cash account. Doesn't matter how much is in there. You won't get flagged as a PDT. SPY just chilling. Man, when VolDQ hit the zero line at 115, let me go to QQQ, see what happened at 115. That candle there is when VolDQ hit the zero line. Go here. 0. Boom. Look at that. The bottom. Look at that. Look at that. To the zero line. And then look what happened. When VolDQ hit the zero line for the internals to hold positive, QQQ at 115. Coincidence? Think not. Are you guys utilizing VolD and VolDQ every day in your trading? I'm curious. What is my mini golden doodle working at? Nobody here. Hate that dog so much. If anyone wants a mini golden doodle for $2,000, it can be yours. Swing an apple? Probably not. No, probably not. No, got the safety trim up there, above 250, and I'm not going to let it come back red and cost me. So unless it continues to hold where it's at and keep the rest of it green, before market close, then no. I'm actually gonna put a stop in 184, 185. If that hits, that's just gonna make me flat. Actually, I need to put my profit target higher. Cause you got MFC in like 13 minutes. 13, yeah, yeah. Jesus, 13 minutes. Apple usually gets some kind of crazy candle during MOC, so you gotta be careful with that. Have a breaking stop loss. Also, just in case, yeah, I put mine right below entry, a few bucks below. So I took that safety trim up there when it started to wick above 250. I know that's resistance. That was first little small area upside. So I took a safety trim, locked in a few. If it pulls back, goes slightly underneath my entry. It'll stop out the rest. It's going to be a break-even trade overall for me. No win, no loss on Apple. If it continues to hold, most likely above 249 point. I do quick math. 249.2. It shouldn't trigger my order to close the rest. If it breaks underneath 249.2, it's probably going to trigger the order, and then I'll be out flat. But if it continues to hold above that, then it should keep it in. SPY and Qs rejecting SPY, rejecting previous day high. Look at that. That's how support and resistance works. Look. Isn't that just most beautiful thing you've ever seen? When you see shit like that, it's great. Because you have an indicator on. No indicators on VOLD and VOLDQ. Someone said, what is VOLD? So I guess that means you guys don't know what VOLD and VOLDQ. Should we cover that? Should I cover the 4 real quick that we look at? All right. Uno momento. I'm going to have to change the screen over on this stream, but also this one as well. VOLD, VOLDQ, VIX, and TIck. Those are the 4 that I look at. So let me change my screen over here. Share window. Let's share that one. All right. You guys should see the quad screen over there. Now let me get it on this one. Look at SPY coming down. Let's go here. Properties. There we go. Baldy. Cool. You guys should see. See if I can make that a little bit bigger. There you go. You guys should see 4 charts up here on the screen. You got to make your back wall an accent blue color logo. So I could, I'm probably going to change all that shit right there. My logo's over here. So if I move my camera to my other monitor, it'll show my logo over there, right? And I don't know where my remote control, I'm not sure if it's plugged in right now. Look, I feel like I'm vlogging right now. No, it's not turned on, but it's over there. Anyways, but I gotta redo the whole office anyways. So look, you got the KC Trades chair over there next to my state championship cup. You can look. That's my background. Oh, that side right there. All right. Hims looks like it's gonna freaking do it. Gonna do the diddly. Just go higher. All right. You guys should see 4 charts up on the screen. If you don't, I don't fucking know why, but you should. Should see 4 charts. So you have Vol D. You have. Well, the only reason why I don't want to put the logo behind me is because if I turn it on, right, it's a really bright white and blue light. It's going to freaking hit my screens, my monitors, and it just puts a huge glare on it from behind me. So it's the reason why I don't have my KC Trades neon light on the wall behind me for show. I have it over there so that way when I walk into my office, I see it. So it's just for like personal reasons when I walk into my office, I see it. But yeah, if it was behind me and it would be, I had it turned on, like the evening shows and shit, it would just put a huge glare on my screen. So, all right. Anyways, let me check the chat. Still an alright? Yeah. Those are for fun. I bought a few contracts, and if it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Worst case scenario, I lose like $200-$300. If it goes like minus, I haven't even looked at the freaking trade. I don't even know where it's at. Yeah, they're at $60. I'm down $200. Whoa! Trump is talking. Oh, nice. All right. Oh, Valdi and Valdi Q. All right. So these 3 right here. All right. We're going to do a teaching session for the next 7 minutes until MOC comes out. We're going to focus on Valdi and Valdi Q. Go to TradingView and type in VOLD. The first one that pops up, VOLD, VOLD. Okay, it says NYSE UVOL minus DVOL, right? It's this one right up here. Click on that. It's going to pull up this guy right here. This is for SPY, okay? Let's just say this helps with watching internal activity on SPY, if it is strong or if it is weak. All right, let's just put it that way. All right, the next one is VOLDQ. VOLDQ. It's this guy right here. It's the NASDAQ UVOLQ minus DVOLQ. VOLDQ. VOLDQ. All right, this similar to VOLD, it just says VOLDQ. Why? Well, if VOLD is for SPY, VOLDQ is for QQQ, okay? Same thing. So it can help, show is the internals, what's underneath the hood right now. Is it strong or is it weak? All right. So the only thing you need to know and to put on this chart, no indicators, no algos, no nothing, go on the chart for VOLD or VOLDQ. Nothing. The only thing you're going to put on these 2 is a line. So I'll take this one off real quick. I'll show you how to do it. Very simple. All right, you're on TradingView. Go up to your lines, do a horizontal line. Put a horizontal line on the chart. Okay, double click the line where it goes to coordinates. Type in 0 and hit OK. I make mine white. Now, if VOLD is trading above the 0 line, we're going to say that as of right now, market is more positive than it is negative. If it is underneath the 0 line, market is shifting to a more negative, right? Underneath the hood, internals are shifting negative versus being positive. So going from strong to potentially weak. All right. That's the only thing you need to know. So every morning, right? When the market opens up, and look, this is what happens at market close. When MOC comes out, look at this big rip, right? So look about this for a second. This is market open this morning. Vol D opened up positive, all right? It opened up above the zero line. Vol DQ also opened above the zero line right here. And it started to trend up higher and higher. This is on the 5-minute chart. It started to trend up higher, 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 and higher. If you go to QQQ, 5-minute chart this morning, it took a small dip this morning, and then look what happened with Qs. It came down, but the internals were still positive. You're like, what's going on? If the internals are positive, why is QQQ selling off, right? And then all of a sudden, you get this big green candle that comes in right here. What's continuing to happen during this time? Vol DQ is still telling you, hey, we're still cruising higher. We're still strong. What happens? Big rip to the upside, all right? Now, QQQ sells off a little bit, bounces, sells off even more. And then, right here, this candlestick on the 5-minute chart for QQQ, that is at 1:15 Eastern. Remember I said you mark the zero line? If it goes under the zero line, you're shifting from positive to negative, from strong to weak. Look what happened at Vol DQ at 1:15. Look what it hit. It hit the zero line. So it was coming down from strong, went straight to the zero line. The second it hit the zero line, so it didn't go underneath the zero line and flip negative, it hit the zero line and it bounced and remained positive. Look what happened when that happened. Started to trend back up. Look what happened to QQQ when that happened. Started to trend back up, and now we're kind of just chilling sideways, right? So those are the only two things that I kind of look at when it comes to, you know, where does the market look like it's leaning towards today when market opens up, right? Is Vol D and Vol DQ, is it above the zero line at market open, or is it below the zero line at market open? Because if it opens up with red candles down here underneath the zero line, that means right when we open up, I'm already thinking internals as of right now looking weak. And when you see, like this morning, all these green candles moving to the upside, it's very hard for me to think short if the internals are showing that we're positive and moving higher. I don't want to be short and kind of be like bear bias if the internals are positive and moving higher. So that's Vol D and Vol DQ. All right. SPY, a little bit different story, went underneath the zero line. The second that 5-minute closed underneath the zero line, the next green candle bounced back up, hit the zero line, it went sideways and reclaimed it. So a little bit different there on the internals, but it shows you just like anything else on the SPY and QQQ chart, 5-minute for day trading, what happened at SPY and QQQ at 1:15. Same thing, green candles came in, bounced up, went sideways for a second, and then had a really nice reversal from 1:30 all the way to 2 p.m. That's exactly what happened on the internals. 1:30 to 2 p.m. Nothing but green candles right there after it reclaimed the zero line. Very bullish, right? And then it continues higher. What happened with SPY and QQQ? Slowly continues higher, right? So that's Vol D and Vol DQ. Now, this third one, top right corner, this is tick. Hold on, we have MOC coming out in 15 seconds. We covered Vol D and Vol DQ, that's fine. I want to see what MOC comes out and see what happens with SPY and QQQ right here. And make sure you go like that post about hymns with the charts. Shows the before and after. It's beautiful. MSTR sizable sweep just came in. 322.5 calls for 1024. AMD 250 calls getting hit for 1017. Also RGTI $65 calls for 1017 also getting hit. RGTI hit the 4-hour 21. It actually looks pretty good. Do you hear my son in the background going, oh? Jackwagon. MSTR looks like shit. All right, initial candle on SPY and Q's downside. I haven't seen the MOC numbers come across yet. I'm just trying to, I want to. Vol D. It's Vol D. It's Vol D and Vol DQ. My Apple triggered and went flat. It's Vol D, VOLD, and then Vol DQ, VOLDQ for SPY and QQQ internals. Small MOC on the NASDAQ, 1.4. Was that 1.4 billion on the sell side for the S&P? NASDAQ was very small, minus 68.7. Sells, all right. So S&P very strong, or not very strong, very large MOC number. None of that really matters to me right now. Just wanted to see what it was going to be. All right, so the third one right here is TICK. Go to TradingView, type in TICK. It's going to be the very first one up here. Make sure you don't click on tick with the little E right here that says NYSE tick. The one that says cumulative tick right here should be the first one right here. You click on that. All right. Now you're going to do, why is this one 22? And you're going to click on the screen here, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to get a horizontal line. I make mine white, and you're going to put it at the 0 line. All right. The other two things you're going to do is get two more lines, two more horizontal lines, put them at the top, and put in 800. Put another horizontal line at the top and do 1,000. Okay? I mark it as red, and I'll explain that in a minute. Do the same thing down here. So now add another horizontal line at the bottom. Do negative minus 800. All right? And then do minus negative 1,000. And then I make that green. Now, this is why. When tick is at the 0 line, similar to Vol D and Vol DQ, when it hits the 0 line, it's like it's neutral, right? We're not bullish, we're not bearish, we're just coming down, we're hitting the 0 line. Let's see how we react right here. The only thing really that I use tick for is for overextensions. So by overextensions, that's where that plus 800 and that plus 1,000 little zone up here, those two red lines, and the minus 800 and minus 1,000 come into play. Make the screen a little bit bigger, right? Where this comes into play, because if the tick goes all the way up to plus 800 or plus 1,000, think about it like RSI. Right? A lot of people know what RSI is, the indicator, the relative strength index. If it goes under 30, it's oversold. If it goes above 70, it's overbought. So when the tick goes above 800 to 1,000, it's overbought. You would expect the tick to reject 800 to 1,000 and pull back down. When that happens, look for a rejection on SPY. If tick sells off all the way down and it gets oversold and goes minus 800 to minus 1,000, then it's oversold. Expect it to bounce and find support. So look what happens right here. The big sell-off that happened on SPY came all the way down here and it hit the bottom of the zone. And then it got a big reaction, big green candle right here at 1:15. What happened to SPY at 1:15 Eastern? 1:15 is that candle. You remember how Vol DQ hit the 0 line for QQQ, right? And when it hit the 0 line, QQQ bounced and got the reversal. When the tick went all the way down and went overextended, minus 800 to 1,000 at 1:15, what did SPY do? It bounced, right? That's how you can utilize tick. When it gets to, and this reason why it's color-coded, it's color-coded green for support, right? For demand, except for you would expect buyers to step in right here. When it gets oversold and you're looking for put for a rejection, it hits the red zone at the high and you want to see the pullback. That is how you use tick. That's all you need to know. Zero line in the middle, plus and minus 800 to 1,000. Overextension in both sides. You can play rejections and you can play support bounces. After that is just VIX. Everyone should know what VIX is. I just watch VIX along with SPY. If VIX is moving higher, expect SPY to go lower. If VIX is dumping and starts selling off, SPY should be ripping and going higher. Does that happen all of the time? No. There's these things called divergences where things don't really line up. But look at it right here, right? Look what happened with VIX this is at 1 o'clock. From 1 o'clock, 105 and 110, VIX got 3 giant green candles, rip, 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 all to the upside. What did SPY do at 1 to 115? SPY should be getting big red candles right here. There's the 1 o'clock. So VIX was getting 3 big green candles in a row. SPY was getting 3 big red candles in a row and selling off as VIX was going higher, right? That's just how that shit works. So this is the 4. This is what I use every single day. It's these 4 charts. Vol-D, Vol-DQ, Tick, and VIX to trade mainly SPY every single day. I watch those 4 things. So that's that. Hopefully you guys learned something. Maybe learned something new. Maybe just taught you a little secret sauce to add to your day trading strategy, especially if you like trading SPY, SPX, potentially futures as well, you know, for ES and NQ. I think having these extra tools, watching them, can be absolutely very, very beneficial. So hopefully you learned something new. There's an angry baby in the hallway. Someone said, thank you for the presentation. You're welcome. Hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully did people learn something new? Try it out. See if it helps and fits with your strategy. All right, let me check the chat. What we got? Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome. So crazy candles here going into the close. A little bit of big red candles that came in with big green candles to buy it back up. Looking crazy. This is recorded. It's right now on YouTube and X. I'm also live streaming in the Discord. So if you're in the Discord listening to me right now, this last part of this session right here, I was live on my YouTube channel and live on X. So everyone that was watching YouTube live on my channel and also watching me live on X just got that same session about Vol-D, Vol-DQ, Tick, and VIX. And if you didn't miss it, and just want to recap, it is when I close down this stream, it's going to automatically save it on my X profile and then automatically save it on my YouTube channel. You can go back, watch this recording from this video, and you're good to go. So, all right. Well, ding, ding, ding. Market is closed. That was fun. Fun little close, fun little education session here going into end of day. Oh, I have puts on IREN still, for the ones that didn't know. Premium knows. fucking in these things. I took puts here this morning on IREN. Yay. Let me take that off. There we go. So I have puts here on IREN. I have $60 puts for November 21st. I got them at $600 make you holla. They hit $770 earlier for about $170 per contract gain. I did trim already in these, and then I do have some left. I'm currently up 25% on the rest. They are at $750. So I'm still up $150 per contract gain on the IRENs. So I did catch a really nice move downside here on IREN. Made a post earlier. There was a lot of weird flow that was coming in on $75 and $80 puts for IREN. The issue was those were super pricey. So I had to go a little bit farther out, but I took the same expiration because those ones that came on the flow were for November. And I saw it popping up that morning, and I looked at all of the flow this morning, and I was like, why is this thing even bouncing and holding green right here? It was like 10-1 for bearish to bullish flow, and I was like, nah, this don't look good. So then I flipped it to a 15-minute chart. I saw all these upper wicks that was right here. That's what got me interested. When it started to break structure right here, I was like, yeah, let's fucking go. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy down. Yeah, and then it had a really nice move downside. So still in that as well. Still in a few HIMs as well. How did HIMs close up? That was just like, that was stupid. Like literally, it was right there. That was stupid. That was fun. All right, guys. Jumping off here. Really nice day. We're crushing it. 3 days in a row. We're up about $6,700 on the main account over the last 3 days. So it's been a decent week so far. The only one that I hate right now is CRM. I got a nice profit trim the other day when it ripped to 248, 250 on my calls, and it pulled back and I sold the rest. It's in this huge freaking daily and weekly squeeze and pin it right now. It's my third time. Every time I've taken it off the lows down there, I'm gonna take it back up at the same highs. DraftKings as well. Still have my calls here. So did the same thing twice. Look, right here. Yeah, every time DraftKings come, oh, you guys can't even fucking see this. I've been talking about a whole other different chart right now. There we go. Well, shit. Here, let me show you IREN then. There. I took IREN puts here this morning on the live stream and in Discord. Caught that downside move. Still inputs. Just want to show you guys that. You guys already saw HIMs there. DraftKings. 2 for 2 on $35 calls for DraftKings. Every single time DraftKings comes down to right here in this area, and I see call flow coming in, and I see buyers step back in, and it reclaims this area. Yeah, I'm going calls. So it's done it 1, 2, 3 times. This right here was after our session and then reclaim, went sideways, retested it, took calls, taking it straight back up to $35 every time. I actually went to 36 today. So DraftKings, very nice. Still have a few of these as well. Would like for DraftKings to continue to push up higher. I also bought DraftKings equity on the dip. So I do have shares down here as well for the first time on this name. So I really like right here. You see? Every time it gets down here, I just buy it and I take it right back up here. Just one time and now 2 times. If it rejects here and comes all the way back down, I'm going to do it a freaking 3rd time. If we can break and get a move up to 37, 38, then I'm probably going to be up 100%. So we'll see. All right, I'm jumping off here now. Love and appreciate you guys. How many people we have tuning on the stream today? Probably not too many. Shit, 1,300 people. What's up? Appreciate you guys. Make sure you like and repost this on X. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, give it a like and subscribe. It's free to do that. Would appreciate it. Yeah, that's it. Premium Discord. Love you guys. Another solid day overall. Nice start to the week so far. Let's keep it rolling into Thursday. Let's make some more money tomorrow. So, for the people watching here on the YouTube channel and the X live stream, if you're not a part of the Premium Discord and you would like to join our Premium Discord community for free, then you can go to my X profile, links, whatever it is. Should be the link there on the screen as well. It has my website, wap.com/KCTrades, and you can come hang out in the Premium Discord for free for a whole week and see if you like it. See if it's the trading community for you. It's not just me in here trading and live streaming every day. I have 4 other amazing alert analysts, day trading, swing trading, options, and futures. We had futures this morning, 213 points on NQ to the downside, over $4,000 per contract gain on NQ shorts this morning by our futures analyst. Absolutely incredible. That entire move downside from the actual fucking high is the last thing I'm going to say before we go. My man's was going short. You see where this blue zone is right here? Essentially, that's it. See that blue zone that's right there? My man's was short NQ from right there and caught the fucking whole thing. I think just about the whole thing. I don't know how much it was in points on NQ. Maybe it was just this one. I don't know. No, maybe. I'm trying to think of when we got off stream. I don't fucking know. Anyways, he sniped the fucking high and caught over 200 points on NQ. So shout out to my other amazing alert analysts in there. Anyways, you can come hang out from Discord. Use code KCT50 as well whenever you do the monthly free trial, because if you decide to stay after the free 7-day free trial, it discounts it down from $69 a month to $50 a month forever. So don't forget to put that in there. A lot of people that freaking sign up for the free trial don't put in the code, and they get charged, and 2 weeks later they're like, hey, I forgot to put the code in. Like, can you refund me? And then I'll just buy back again right now. I'm like, well, it's kind of stupid to do that. You already been in here for 2 weeks. It's going to expire in 2 weeks. Just cancel. And then when you sign up again in 2 weeks, put code KCT50 in, and then you're going to get $50 a month for life after that. So anyways, make sure if you do sign up for the free trial, use code KCT50. Discounts it down from $69 to $50. Don't be sending me a bunch of messages later on and be like, I forgot to do it. If you did, send me a message. I'm just joking. Yes, send me a message. I can manually go in and add that promo code onto your account if you forget to do it. So, all right. That's it for me. Cool Breeze, great day. Thank you guys. Hey, appreciate you, Cool Breeze. It was an amazing day. Hope you made some money. Hope you guys on the live stream learned something new with the VolDQ tick, and then using VIX as well. Those 4. Again, I think it's an absolutely great tool to use. Add it to your extra little charts over here. Remember, just the 0 lines on VolDQ, and then tick plus and minus 800 to 1,000 with the 0 line right here for overextensions upside and downside to get puts or to get calls off resistance and support. Easy as that. So glad it helped. NVIDIA, I don't have anything on NVIDIA right here. NVIDIA's on the verge of either dying or reclaiming. It closed at 180. It broke the daily trend line. Just okay. Analyzers got me staying here for another 30 seconds before I jump off. it broke the daily trend line. And it hit the volume shelf underneath, and it closed directly at 180 where the trend line is. Gosh dang it, I switched the screen and I'm gotta do it again. I think it's this one. Nope. This one. There you go. All right. Right there. This is what you're watching on the video. It broke the daily trend line, broke 180, hit the volume shelf right here. They reclaimed it, closed it directly at 180 on the trend line right here. So it needs time. It needs to either hold and reclaim. Once it breaks 182, I think it has a great 182, 182, 60-ish, maybe 70, give or take. The daily 21, I'll leave it at that. 182 to the daily 21, which is at 182.80. All right. If it can reclaim and push above that, I think that looks very good for it to start to push back up, go to 185, and then maybe stay inside this wedge and not break down yet. If NVIDIA tomorrow stays underneath this daily trend line, stays underneath 180, and it comes back down to 178, no bueno, going back down. So just needs a little bit more time. So it's just right at the 180 spot. So just got to give it a little bit more time, let it see what sets up. So, all right, peace out.